Hi, my name is Nancy, and welcome to my caregiver journal. I started doing these journals last year as a way to share my story and also for me to think about some of the ideas that go along with caregiving and some of the ups and downs of this life. And I stopped making these videos 3 months ago. And I wanted to share the reason. It was not burnout. It was not that I was so busy. 3 months ago, I experienced a very hurtful, very difficult time related to others in the family and the way they viewed me as the caregiver. And I do not want these journals to be a way for me to talk bad about people behind their back. My mother used to say, if you don't have anything good to say, then say nothing at all. So that's what I've done for the last 3 months. I did not know how to talk about caregiving without saying how hurt I was and how disregarded I felt, that there were people coming to visit that person that we're caring for, and they did not care to ask me a question. They did not care to get information from me. They would rather know nothing than have to talk to me and get information from the person who is there all the time and knows what's going on with the person that they care about. So I was very hurt. I was very broken. And it was a very difficult time for me. Other things have happened since then that have made the situation even more hurtful, worse than it was in the beginning. So I have not found a way to resolve it. And honestly, now my husband's health situation has been dire. We lost a family member. Another family member was put on hospice. And then on top of that, I have this relationship that I should resolve. So it's just one more issue on top of a difficult situation. And I'm sharing that so that I can begin sharing my journals again, sharing my story again. I didn't want to just pop back up and have everyone wonder where I've been. And I know that others go through the same thing. And maybe somebody has advice for what do you do when you've been so hurt well, I'll talk about myself. I was so hurt, I just insulated myself. I have a support system around me that does care. I have people that would have gone out with me to hear my story. I have people who would have given me the care that I needed, but I just kind of withdrew inside myself. I went out to lunch about a month ago with one friend who just came right out and said, haven't seen any caregiver journals. What's going on? You need to start again. And that kind of got me thinking about how do I enter back into this? And so that's my attempt today to come back out and say that sometimes caregiving is not the hardest part. Sometimes the hardest part is navigating those relationships around the caregiving. And thankfully, I have many more healthy relationships with my brother and sister, my mother, my extended family. So I'm very fortunate in that I do have many good, healthy, strong, supportive relationships. However, sometimes hurt is hurt, and it's hard to come back from that. I hope that your caregiving is going well and that you feel supported in your world.